Hello, this is Excel for your parents. My name's Elizabeth, and today we're going to be talking about conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is an amazing tool in Excel where we can highlight and color code items of our choosing. We're going to be talking about conditional formatting with numbers, with text, almost like a search bar, and with dates. Specifically, we're going to be looking at how to highlight expiring or expired dates. Please follow me over to my computer.
Now that we're on the computer, we're going to talk about conditional formatting. First, we're going to look at conditional formatting with numbers. Here I have a table of a bicycle company with some of their items, their customer ranking of their item, and the latest expiration date of their item. Let's look at the numbers first. So I'm going to highlight all the numbers in this table. I'm going to head up to, on the Home tab, Conditional Formatting. Highlight cell rules. Here it gives us a lot of options that we can just click on, and it's easy preset conditional formatting. So I can have a greater than, a less than, a between, an equal to. Let's talk about the greater than formula. So any customer ranking that's going to be greater than 7, we're going to highlight with green text, indicating a good customer ranking, and select OK. We're going to keep these cells highlighted, and we're going to go conditional formatting, highlight cells rules. Let's do less than this time. Any customer rating less than 4, we're going to highlight with red text and a red fill. Press OK. Next, let's talk about how we can use conditional formatting when it comes to text. My favorite application of this is if you have a long list and you're looking for like items, and I want to use it as a search bar. So in this case, I want to look up everything that has the word decal in it, every item with the word decal. I'm going to put that in here. This is how this works. So let's highlight your items. We're going to go to conditional formatting. We are going to go down to highlight cell rules and then the text that contains. We don't want to do equal to in this case because we're putting in a partial text, not a full text. If I wanted to search by exact, I could do equal to, but in this case, I just want text that contains decal. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to autofill with the first value. In that case, I don't want this first value. I'm going to delete this first value, and I'm going to click on cell H1. That's where I've entered my search bar. You can put this anywhere, doesn't matter. And I want it to highlight with a custom color. So this is your custom formatting box. You can change the text, you can change the font style, you can change anything. But I'm just going to change the fill. I'm going to go to more colors, and I'm going to have it fill with a light purple. Press OK. Actually, that's not very light, but purple works. And press OK. And OK again. As you can see now, everything that has decal in it is highlighted in purple. Let's try this again. Anything that starts with CH, let's try that. Anything that starts with CH. Actually, it doesn't have to be something that starts with. Anything that contains CH in any sequence of letters will be highlighted in this case. So that's how you can use text and with conditional formatting to find values quickly and quickly identify values. Third, we're going to talk about how to conditionally format dates. So here I have expiration dates. I want to highlight any date that has expired in this case. So I'm going to highlight my date values. I'm going to head to conditional formatting. In this case, I'm going to select new rule. And we're going to go all the way down to the bottom here and say use a formula to determine which cells to format. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in a formula that will highlight the dates that's less than today. So here we're going to go equals. And we're going to use the cell reference of the first cell that we've highlighted. So equals E2 is less than today open and close the parentheses. That will automatically take today's value. And we're going to set that to show up in a color red. Press OK. And there we go. So now anytime you open this document, it will automatically take today's date. It will see if any dates are expired, and it'll highlight those dates in red. If we wanted now, instead of that, to highlight not only the dates that are expired, but any dates that are going to expire within the next 30 days. So now that we've opened up this panel, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit our current formula. Note, if you go to select a cell and you do use the selection tool like this instead of typing in the value, that's okay. But you'll see here that there's going to be dollar signs in front of the cell reference. What this does is it locks the cell in place. You've now asked it to only take in consideration the value of E2 and not the values of the rest of the cells. This is not what we want to do in this case, so I'm going to delete the dollar signs. So if E2 is less than today's date, I'm going to add plus 30. Basically, if the date we have selected is less than 30 days into the future of today's date, I want that cell highlighted in red. I'm going to select OK and apply. Select OK. So now if we look, I have 8/10/2022 also highlighted within that 30-day time period. What if you have no date values? Well, with our current formula, if we have no date values, it's going to show up in red. If I want to get rid of that, if I don't want those values with no dates to show up in red, I'm going to edit my formula one more time. Just click anywhere inside your range, go Manage Rules. I'm going to double click on this. We're going to add an and to this. We're going to open the parentheses. We're going to add a comma. So both of these criteria have to be met in order for the highlighting to happen. So we're going to say E2 does not equal, which is this character in Excel, 0. Then we're going to close the parentheses. We're going to select OK, apply, then OK again. And now we do not have highlighting on the values without a date entered. I hope you liked this session. We went over how to conditionally format numbers in Excel, how to conditionally format text in a few different ways, and how to use conditional formatting for expired dates. Thank you very much for joining me for this video, and please join me for more.